Again, let's try again. Action. Sound is on here. Fuck. And there. Come on, take a sip of some water. Gain strength, concentrate, and go.
Hi there, my name is Rangin Sergey. From this video you will find everything about the right lighting for the stretch ceilings, how to choose it, how to install, how not to forget anything. Stretch ceilings are awesome and really popular. All service lines, ceiling roughness, wires can be covered. And what's more, you can choose ceilings of any color and texture. And voila! The ceiling looks elegant, beautiful and very smooth. And you have already rummaged the entire internet looking for a right contractor and manufacturer of these stretch ceilings. You've read every single review and finally invited the team. And they kindly ask you,
Dearest customer, what lighting do you need?
and here I suggest you listen to the foremost popular answer to this secret question. What would you recommend? I'll ask my neighbor, he's just doing repairs. Let me see. What are the discounts today in Leroy Merlin? Let's do it as in the lighting project. Obviously, the most unpopular answer is the most correct one. So I suggest you imagine that we have already invited the team. They've already arrived. You have literally a couple of days to decide what kind of lighting you want. Naturally, if you have at least a week to develop a normal interior lighting design project, this will really improve the overall aesthetics of your place and bring joy to your life after the repair. But let's imagine you don't have a week. Listen to what types of these lamps exist in order to generally choose a solution for a stretch ceiling. There are only 5 of them. The first one is built-in lamps. Actually, you don't see the lamp body, instead you see the points, the places of installation of those lamps. The second type is ceiling fixture lights. We can see both the body and the light source. We also see the entire lamp and its mounting points. The third is various pendant lights. It can be chandeliers, hanging sconces. On the whole, everything that is suspended is a pendant lamp. The fourth is my favorite. It's a track lamp. Of course, it's suitable for stretch ceilings too. It can also be provided as the embedded track systems. Track systems. So it can be a ceiling fixture. It can be directional, it can be suspended. And it can also be a combined solution. For example, you have both ceiling fixture lamps, accent lights and pendant lights in one track. And the last one is a very popular type of lighting, the linear light. Ones that manufacturers of stretch ceilings integrate into the ceilings so that it is illuminated. I want to warn you right away. Linear light is a good solution. It looks elegant. But remember that it is really important to choose the color temperature before you begin installation. For example, if you want a warm coloring, then the whole apartment should have warm color lamps of 3000 Kelvin. And the most important thing about linear light that I want you to know, you should be able to control the brightness. Imagine that you turn on your stretch ceiling lighting. There is a shadowless system that's beautifully integrated. But it's basically the boxes with LED strip lines. And it is no longer possible to turn it down or turn off partly because then it looks hard. It is critically important to remember when choosing this type of lighting that it must be controlled. Decision on the type of lighting is made. Let's move on the 3 vital rules you should remember during the construction. First things first. Remember that suspended ceiling lights don't fit in the stretch ceiling because of the different mounting system. The second important thing, answer the following question very clearly. How is the lamp powered? How is this lamp powered? Now I will explain why this is important. There are 2 types of power fixtures. High voltage lamps where the power supply is already built into the lamp body. Then you don't need any special power system for it. Just connect it, like to an outlet or to a 220 volt wire and it works. Convenient, cool and fine. Another type of power supply is low voltage lamps. There are different solutions and in fact it doesn't matter if it's built-in lamps or ceiling fixture. It works the same way. The wire sticks out of the lamp body. A power supply is attached to the wire, but it's not just a power supply block, but also a transformer. The transformer converts the input voltage of 220 volts into 24, 48 or 12 volts, depending on the characteristics of your lamp. Just remember about different fixtures, and if you choose the fixtures with a power supply block out of the lamp body, a third important rule appears. The third important rule is to know how your lamps are powered and take care of the mounting unit and the fitting for the lamp in advance. The fourth tip concerns the lighting control system. The lighting control system is awesome. I always recommend using it. It doesn't affect the cost of your project dramatically. Back then, it was much more expensive, but now it is less than 5% of the total project cost, so make sure to use it. Just understand which protocol controls your fixtures. Now I briefly list to you what types of lighting control there are, especially the protocols by which these lamps are controlled. The first is called a tria. It uses only 2 cores and a 3-core. 4-core wire is suitable. If the lamp says triac control system, it suits you. Use it. 1 core for control, the second for power. It is widely used, but it has one feature. 4 wires are required to control the DALI protocol. 3.5 wires wouldn't work. You need 4 and something sections, because the power is provided through 2 cores, and control is carried out through 2 others. The third, also popular and probably the most advanced, is the Kasambi protocol. It's something like a radio or Bluetooth control. I don't know for sure. Looks like a box installed under a stretch ceiling. It is the receiver of your signal. You can control it through your smartphone, and it controls each of your lamps individually, its brightness, and adjust the color temperature. Then you can make lamps warmer and colder. In general, Kasambi is a very convenient protocol. I like to use it in my project because it generally integrated into any power system. There are also KNX, DMX, but they are more often used for facade, architecture and landscape lighting than in interiors, so there is no need to talk about them in this video. To conclude, I want to remind you about the good taste principles in interior lighting design that also works for stretch ceilings. The first rule is to separate emotional and functional lighting. Let me remind you that the chandelier is not a functional light source, it is for decoration. Just remember that functional lighting is primary and emotional lighting is secondary. We made a functional lighting project when you can think about some beautiful chandeliers, wall sconces, colored pieces. But first things first, make a good functional light and then move on to the additional part. The second golden rule is unified color temperature. I strongly recommend you not to use different temperatures in the room, because it divides the space of a unified light identity. Why? What for? It's not necessary. Choose a temperature of 2700, 4000, 7000 Kelvin and use it everywhere. Make functional lighting in a single color temperature, and it doesn't matter if it is 2700 or 2000 or 4000 Kelvin. Then you feel free to take a wall sconce, a floor lamp or whatever, but use the same color temperature. Please, 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 please remember it. It's the second rule. The third rule is just to remember to exclude or minimize the direct beam of light. Don't let it contact your eyes directly. That is, try to keep all light sources hidden, buried, so what you see exactly your interior, and not lamps stuck on the ceiling or lamps that shine 360 degrees and burn your retina. Finally, the fourth rule. Before choosing the type of ceilings, or if you have already chosen, take care of the lighting project in advance. It's not long and not difficult, but notice all of this decoration and aesthetics that you've been creating for months. You've been choosing the right designer, reading reviews, negotiating and attracting the designer in your project. And together with your partner, you've already made all of these efforts. And as soon as the sun comes down, all of this beauty will disappear. That's why the lighting is so important. And of course, if you like this video, if I was helpful to you, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon below so you don't miss new videos. Just do it right now. You know how it works. It's easy to misdo it. But video needs to find its subscriber. Be that subscriber. You all help me a lot by doing so. See ya!